This is Fox 49 News at 9.
A police chase in Springfield ended with a tow truck driver in custody. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Lauren Barnes. Mike has the night off. The Greene County Sheriff's Office tells us they responded to an accident where the suspect left the scene, and that suspect and the suspected vehicle was a red affordable towing truck and one of its drivers. Fox 49's Carissa Codell is live in Greene County tonight. Carissa, you were there when the driver was taken into custody.
Yeah, Lauren, that chase ended on Kansas Expressway near Walnut. That driver was then taken into custody and brought here to the Greene County Jail. Witnesses tell me they saw the affordable towing truck driving erratically after not listening to police officers.
I did my best to try to get him stopped.
Christy Engel, owner of Affordable Towing, says she was notified of the driver from people calling Affordable's dispatch line.
And the safety for the people of the Ozarks is my #1 priority, and that's what I work for. And I'm sorry this happened.
Engel says she tried calling the driver herself and says she couldn't get him to stop.
I tried to make contact with the driver, couldn't make contact with the driver. Pinged his location, pinged the truck, tried to figure out where he was at.
Police used spike strips to stop the truck. Engel says the driver was not supposed to be operating a truck today.
He was off today, he's not working today, and he did not have our permission to be in this particular tow truck.
The sheriff's office says the driver's actions strongly indicate he was under the influence of a controlled substance. To those who witnessed the pursuit, Engel says she's sorry the driver put others in danger.
That I apologize that the driver was acting crazy and we were doing everything in our power to try to get him to stop and pull over, and I apologize for if they felt that they put him in any kind of danger.
And the driver was taken into custody without incident. And the owner of Affordable Towing says that driver will most likely be fired. Reporting live in Greene County, I'm Carissa Codell, Fox 49 News.
All right, Carissa answering some of those questions people had on social media tonight. Well, hopefully you caught tonight's beautiful pink sunset. We are cooling off a bit after dusk. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner for those current conditions. Jamie.
Very, very nice outside. Currently looking at mostly clear skies. Temperatures at this hour have cooled back into the 70s. This after getting into the mid 80s earlier this afternoon. 75 in Springfield. And here's a look at your Tuesday forecast. Just another beauty. Temperatures start off in the low 60s, comfy cool. I think tomorrow's going to be pretty sunny for the morning hours. You know, the last couple of mornings we've had a lot of clouds to start off the day. I think tomorrow we're going to have sunny skies to start the day, and then as we get into the afternoon, we'll see a few clouds bubble up in the afternoon warmth. But it's not going to get terribly warm. It looks like a high near 86, so a bit warmer than the last couple of afternoons. We're going to keep these temperatures comfortable all week long. Then we get to the weekend, and that unofficial last weekend of summer, it's going to feel like summer. We're going to find temperatures returning to the 90s. We're also going to find a little humidity returning. We'll have that Labor Day weekend forecast for you coming up in a bit. Lauren?
All right, Jamie, we'll see you then. Now taking a look at Florida, where people are preparing as Idalia moves toward the Gulf Coast. Madison Scarpino reports for us tonight.
We're trying to escape, New York and try to come and relax, and now we're having to face this.
Vacationers on Florida's Gulf Coast scrambled for alternative plans as Idalia threatened to become a Category 3 hurricane. President Biden approving an emergency declaration ahead of the storm's expected landfall on Wednesday.
At the president's direction, FEMA has deployed 2 incident management teams to Tallahassee and has one in Atlanta ready to pivot as needed.
Dozens of counties in the Sunshine State are under a state of emergency as people race to gather supplies and secure their homes.
I'm trying to get as stocked up as possible, at least to just keep stuff in the pantry.
As it gains strength in the Gulf of Mexico, forecasters expect Idalia to threaten Florida with dangerous storm surge and hurricane-force winds. Officials warned those in its path could lose electricity for an extended period. On Monday, the state positioned utility workers to respond to potential outages.
We believe that time is of the essence when it comes to power restoration, and we have the folks available.
The storm, hitting nearly a year after Hurricane Ian, devastated Florida's southwest coast. Some business owners, though, say they are better prepared this time around.
One thing that we learned is not getting ready to wait for people to tell us what we should be doing. We already know what we should be doing, so we're jumping the gun.
Forecasters expect Idalia to move into Georgia and the Carolinas later this week. In Madeira Beach, Florida, Madison Scarpino, Fox News.
And as you heard from crews there in Florida about the importance of utility response and how important that will be in the coming days, Springfield City Utilities crews actually hit the road today heading to Jacksonville ahead of that tropical storm. Idalia is forecasted to reach a Category 3 strength and cause widespread damage. Our own crews here in Springfield should be in place before that storm hits. Fox 49's Shadiah Tomlin is live at City Utilities finding out how they're getting ready to help. Shadiah.
That's right. Several trucks left and rolled out here earlier this afternoon, and they're on their way down to Florida. 11 in total crews from Springfield will be in Florida before that storm hits on Wednesday.
Basically, what we're doing is responding to a request from the Missouri Public Utility Alliance, MPUA, of which we're a member of, for a response to go down and stage before the tropical storm hits the Florida area. They've requested assistance to be there before the storm gets there, and that's expected to happen sometime on Wednesday.
This mutual aid request comes as no surprise, just as a few weeks ago, the MPUA provided tremendous support to Springfield during a series of severe storms that caused over 15,000 power outages. Now it's Springfield's turn to reciprocate the support. City Utilities crews loaded up today and hit the road to the Jacksonville area, helping to ensure a swift and effective response to this storm.
They'll be in place to start restoration immediately after the storm goes through. You know, right now it looks like it's going to be a fairly large-scale tropical storm by the time it hits Jacksonville. We've got electric line crews, we've got a mechanic that goes with them, a safety officer that goes with them, plus a duty supervisor.
Other crews from around the Ozarks, like Convoy of Hope, are also heading down to Florida to help aid them through this storm. Reporting live in Springfield, I'm Shadiah Tomlin, Fox 49 News.
Shadiah, thanks. And now a Fox 49 follow-up on a story we first brought you last night. A second man has died after two motorcycles collided in Collins yesterday. Early this morning, Ronald Wallace died at a Springfield hospital as a result of his injuries. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, a westbound motorcycle carrying a passenger failed to yield to Wallace. Jesse Ray, the driver of that other motorcycle, died yesterday. His passenger is in serious condition. 8 people have been arrested after several fights broke out in downtown Springfield on Saturday. Police say the suspects were arrested for various offenses, including resisting arrest, obstructing a city officer, unlawful use of a weapon, and trespassing. All available officers were called out to the scene for that fight. While they were there, additional fights broke out. Police say one of the suspects broke a window to a police vehicle. Fox 49 City Moran spoke with the Downtown Springfield Association about how it's working to keep people safe late at night.
A couple years ago, we worked with City Utilities and then the surrounding businesses, and City Utilities was able to come in and upgrade the pedestrian lighting here to have all new LEDs, added lighting in the parking lot, and really help make a difference in this area.
Rusty Worley with the Downtown Springfield Association says 2 years ago, several incidents happened on Patton similar to what happened Saturday night. Since then, Worley says the Downtown Community Improvement District paid for more officers to be downtown on Saturday nights. He also says the association will continue to look at different improvements to help make the area safer, like changing traffic flow when bars close so there's not a mass crowd in the street. One woman who was leaving downtown when the fights happened says she still feels safe going out.
We like to have guys there a lot too, and then we're always getting dropped off at the bar, at the line where there's a bunch of other people, and getting picked up at the bar. Like, we're not really walking around downtown at night.
That was Cindy Moran reporting for us tonight. And still ahead on Fox 49 News at 9, a U.S. Marine aircraft goes down during a training exercise in Australia. What we're learning about the deadly crash and the questions it's rising that are coming as a result when we come back.
You're watching Fox 49 News at 9 with Mike Landis, Lauren Barnes, weather with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warriner, and sports with Dan Lucy.